They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Look at this Arizona defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go and get to that number 1 spot.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at the 33. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Off play action. Nance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Washington. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. Gets by him at the 25. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hansen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on to be.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Washington. Target is to Dotson, and he's got it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Washington. He's got his target. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Murray. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down. Washington looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Off-play action. Washington. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A huge play there for Arizona. 56 yards. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one by the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. To Shepard, complete over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Murray's thrown to the hands of McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they've picked him off already in this opening half.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant, keep throwing it around. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense going back to work. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
to throw. It's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Murray to air it out again. And he's got it.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They go play action here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
2nd and 10.
Murray now.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping to come down this point and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A solid stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So a tough pill to swallow. Would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Hansen. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals.
One more.
44 yards.
And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding
awaiting it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Here on EA Sports, it's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. First down, Murray. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Shotgun now for Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hansen. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here going down back at the 28. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And got his man complete. But he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. throw. Washington. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now Washington down by 15. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Sidney Brown with it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Murray now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now Murray again. He finds his man, complete. It's Hansen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Murray now to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's a foot race. Just submitted. A return for a late touchdown.
Slide for the PAT.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So not only the cough up, But then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commanders first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Murray, one final try. And that's complete to Shepard. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.